Hi, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and share our story. Thanks. Now let's dive into the story. Monica James had always believed in love, the kind of love that endures, forgives, and celebrates the little things. A love that blooms in quiet sacrifices and shared dreams. A love that makes a home out of a house. And for the past 8 years, she thought she had that kind of love with Marcus. They met in college. Monica, the passionate literature major who wrote poetry between classes, and Marcus, the driven business student who could charm professors and classmates alike. He was her first real love, the man who said he saw stars when she smiled, who proposed under a canopy of fireflies on a warm southern night. He was everything she had ever prayed for, or so she believed. Now 33, Monica worked as an editor at a small publishing house in Atlanta. Her days were long, but fulfilling. Marcus, a rising executive at a tech firm, often worked late, traveling between cities and hosting clients. They'd been trying for a baby for 2 years, facing months of frustration, negative pregnancy tests, and unspoken fears. But that morning, everything changed. Monica stood in the bathroom, hands trembling, as two pink lines appeared. Joy swelled in her chest. She whispered a prayer of gratitude, tears pooling in her eyes. She couldn't wait to tell Marcus. It was his birthday. What better gift than the news they'd been hoping for? She spent the day planning. She bought a sleek black box with a satin bow, placing the test inside with a small card. Our miracle is on the way. She booked dinner at his favorite restaurant and made arrangements with his assistant to make sure he'd be home by 6. But something felt off. His assistant, a young woman named Tasha, had hesitated on the phone. Monica brushed it off. Maybe she was just flustered. Still, Monica left work early, eager and hopeful. The house was quiet when she arrived. No voices, no music. She tiptoed inside, her heels clicking softly against the marble floor. The bedroom door was slightly ajar. She smiled, imagining surprising Marcus. Then she heard it. A laugh. A woman's laugh. Familiar. She pushed the door open. There they were. Marcus and Tasha, tangled in each other. In the bed they bought together. Time slowed. The box fell from Monica's hand. The pregnancy test rolled under the dresser. Marcus looked up, panic slicing through his expression. Tasha screamed and scrambled to cover herself. Monica stood frozen. She wanted to scream, to cry, to rage. But nothing came out. Her heart felt like glass shattering inside her chest. "Monica," Marcus began, reaching for a sheet. "Don't. Just don't." Her voice was ice. She turned and walked out, her legs trembling. She didn't know how she made it to the car. Her hands shook as she started the engine. She drove aimlessly, the world a blur outside her window. Eventually, she pulled into a small park and sat in silence, the weight of betrayal pressing on her. Hours passed. Her phone buzzed with messages. From Marcus, from his mother, from his sister. She ignored them all. Finally, she answered a call from her best friend, Kira. "Come to my place," Kira said gently. "I've got wine, tissues, and a bat if you need it." Monica let out a weak laugh, tears streaming down her face. The next few days were a haze. Monica stayed with Kira, refusing to go home. Marcus called endlessly. He sent flowers, left voicemails, wrote emails. He even showed up at Kira's apartment, begging her to talk. "It was a mistake," he pleaded. "It didn't mean anything. I was stressed. I felt neglected. It just happened." "Don't you dare blame me for your betrayal," Monica snapped. "I was trying to build a life with you. I was carrying your child." His face paled. "You're pregnant?" She nodded, arms crossed tightly. "Monica, please, I'll fix this. I'll do whatever it takes. I love you." "You don't cheat on people you love. And the worst part? Your family knew. Your mother looked me in the eye, told me I was like a daughter to her. And she knew." Marcus didn't deny it. That night, Monica cried harder than she ever had. Not for Marcus, but for the life she thought she had. The dream that was now tainted. But beneath the pain, a new resolve began to form. She wasn't going to let this define her. She contacted a lawyer, filed for separation, and found a therapist. She went back to work, slowly reclaiming her routine. When her boss offered her a promotion and the chance to relocate to New York, she said yes. Months passed. Monica flourished in the city. She joined a writer's circle, started a blog for women navigating heartbreak and healing, and even published a collection of essays titled Shattered but Still Standing. Her baby bump grew and so did her strength. She never responded to Marcus again. When he sent money or gifts, she returned them. Her focus was on her child, her miracle, and the future she was building. The day her daughter Ava Grace was born, Monica held her close and whispered, "We don't need anyone who couldn't choose us." Monica's days became a balance of diapers and deadlines. Motherhood wasn't easy, especially doing it alone, but each smile from Ava made the sleepless nights worth it. New York became home, a bustling, inspiring backdrop to a new chapter. She met other single mothers, bonded over shared stories of resilience, betrayal, and new beginnings. Her blog readership grew. Women from around the world messaged her, thanking her for giving their pain a voice. Monica's writing opened doors. She was invited to speak at conferences, led workshops on healing through storytelling, and even signed a book deal. What began as a tragedy had transformed into a mission to help women find their strength after heartbreak. One spring afternoon, at a literary event in Brooklyn, Monica was approached by a man named David Green, a fellow author and motivational speaker. He'd read her blog and admired her work. Their conversation started professional, but over time, laughter and late-night calls added warmth to their connection. David was kind, patient, and respectful. He didn't try to fix her. He simply stood by her side. A year passed. Monica wasn't the same woman who had stood in that bedroom doorway. She was stronger, wiser, and fully aware of her worth. And when David knelt before her in the same park where she once cried alone, she said yes, not because she needed a man to complete her, but because she had learned to love again. Their wedding was small, filled with laughter, poetry, and promises grounded in truth. Ava toddled down the aisle with petals in her tiny fists. Monica's heart was full. As they danced under fairy lights, David whispered, "Thank you for choosing me." Monica smiled. "Thank you for waiting for me to choose myself first. Because sometimes the gift that shatters you is the one that shows you how to rebuild." And Monica had rebuilt beautifully.